Hello everybody, it's Red Panda Gamer here for the start of a brand new Let's Play. We're going to be starting Demon's Souls today. For those of you who are not aware of what Demon's Souls is, it is the prequel, I guess, well the first game anyway. Technically it's not the game before Dark Souls. Dark Souls was more of a spiritual successor to Demon's Souls. The big reasons for that are the fact that Demon's Souls was co-produced with Play Studio, which was the Japanese sector of Sony. This was a Sony exclusive game, whereas as most of us know, Dark Souls is a Namco Bandai joint. Both made by From Software, of course. This game, we're going to notice really, like, soon... I don't want to change my gender. We're going to notice, like, right away, really, just how different these two games are, and it's going to take me a little while to get used to that. I've been streaming Dark Souls for about a month now, and I actually beat the game the other day, and I was originally doing a Let's Play of Dark Souls, but now that I've been doing all these Let's Plays of Sony exclusives, I thought it'd be really cool to do one of my favorite, like, because Dark Souls is like one of my favorite games of all time, and I figured this game has to be at least half as good. I've played about an hour and a half of it so far just to make sure I could, you know, figure it out and really know what I was doing. And I seem to, you know, pretty much have a good idea of what's going on in this game. I think I'm going to roll with, and there's a pun in that, I'm going to roll with a Wanderer build just because it's high dexterity and I don't really care much about magic or faith. I don't really care much about how he looks. Let's just kind of random. You know what? That's totally fine. And we'll give him... I don't want a bowl cut. Let's give him white hair. White hair. Perfect. I don't know why, but I have this asphyxiation with giving my characters white hair. And let's go ahead and start. I'll be quiet for all the cutscenes, of course, because the cutscenes really are like fantastic in this game. And I also showed that opening cinematic for the whole game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I know I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to try really hard to do the whole game on my own.
King Allant the 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Bolitaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Bolitaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Phalanx of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Bolitaria's plight. That the old King Allant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Phalanx spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Bolitaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Bolitaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Would I like to play the Journey to the Nexus? Yes. I believe this is the tutorial in the game. I don't know why they word it that way, except they might word it that way because I've already played through the first part of the game. The first part of the game is a tutorial, and I actually like the tutorial in this game. I'm going to try my best not to compare this game to Dark Souls.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Okay, I thought I forgot that little scene right there, so I thought, oh wow, when I played this the other day, like when I was first like testing the game out, I was playing as a knight. Oh my god, why was I playing as a knight? It is so much better to play as the wanderer. Mostly because the knight has really heavy armor, heavy weaponry, and really low dexterity. So, whoa, and this, damn, I guess I'm probably just doing more damage though because these guys are weak. So I'm going to try my best to not compare this game to Dark Souls at all, because it really is a completely different game, and if anything, because it's weird to play the spiritual successor before you play like the original, because you're going to want to compare all the time when you play the original, but then you're going to be like, well, it's just like that, but it's not as good, or it's not this or that. Because Demon's Souls is a very good game. Don't get me wrong, but it's also a game from 2009, I think? I apologize for not knowing for sure. So it's an older game, and you know, old games, and it's not old, but you know, older this-gen games aren't always the best. Like, graphically, this game is horrible compared to Dark Souls, in my opinion. And also with Dark Souls 2 coming out, like the trailer and all that available now for that game, it's so obvious that that's going to be like one of the most gorgeous games we see in the series and on the PS3 or Xbox or PC. Crescent Moon. Sweet. So there's going to be a few things I kind of have to say, because I know a lot of people are probably in the same boat as me, where they played Dark Souls or know of Dark Souls but never played Demon's Souls, or maybe never even seen Demon's Souls. I've never seen gameplay of Demon's Souls, mostly because I never wanted to see it, because I always planned on playing it. Just kind of for reference, this game has been on... Oh, I go down this way. That's why that item was there. Just for a frame of reference, or an understanding, this game, the day I'm releasing this video, a month ago, Demon's Souls was on PlayStation Plus in America, and I believe now until the end of... Oh, I totally messed up the parry. Now until the end of the month, I think... Oh, God, I don't know how long it takes, but it's available in Europe on PlayStation Plus. So you can get the game for free if you have PlayStation Plus, and I highly recommend it because it's a cool game. It's difficult. It might not be as difficult for me because, like I said, I just beat Dark Souls. So I've been playing a lot of this style of game because it's got similar aspects to it. Gameplay-wise, difficulty-wise, all that is very similar. I don't want to warp yet, but I will in a minute. My cat is climbing on the back of my office chair. Okay, I guess she got where she was trying to go. Let's just go ahead and warp. I'm just kind of trying to speed through the tutorial area just because I know the mechanics of the game. It's similar to that of Dark Souls in the fact that it's, you know, the right bumpers, left bumpers. Right, R1 is weak attack, weak quick attack. R2 is strong attack. L1 is block, and then L2 is parry. I'm not very good at... Yep, there you go. And the tutorial basically explains all that to you as you go through, but I'm not really too concerned about it. One thing I will say, though, like, probably this will be one of the only episodes I really compare Demon and Dark Souls, just because I kind of feel like I have to, is the animations for backstabs, parry, and repose are all so much more brutal, and the sound design is way more brutal. I'll try and do a parry right here, actually. I'm really bad at them, though, in this game. There we go. I just love the camera angle. Whatever it is about the camera angle makes it look so much more satisfying. They're about as difficult in this one as they were. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. We both like hit each other at the same time, so wasn't able to repose. It's funny because I just beat the boss. Like yesterday, I did a live stream of Dark Souls, and to those of you who were there, thanks for showing up. I should probably not die. Am I gonna? Okay, I thought for sure I was about to die. Whoa. Oh, he must have... Wait, does my sword have, like, bleed or something on it? No, not bleed. Does it have poison damage? That was weird. Like I said, it might be a mechanic that's different in this game than in the other ones. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to compare Demon Souls and Dark Souls a little bit in the beginning. In this game, as far as I can tell, and I'm pretty sure I'm completely right on this, there are no bonfires. Instead, there's warp stones that... Whoa! Oh, okay, I saw the like the ghost of someone else playing at the same time. And I thought it was someone attacking me. There we go. So parrying and reposing is not that difficult. You really just got to kind of like stand your ground and be ready. Physics engine is still just as silly in this game as it is in Dark Souls, as I'm sure most of you would expect. Maybe not as silly though. I personally don't think it's as silly. Level design's good. I get lost. Like I got to a point in like my original game because I didn't want to play too far ahead. I like the idea of this being a blind Let's Play. It's going to be a little bit similar probably to the way I was doing my Dark Souls Let's Play, which I stopped doing because I literally needed to like just play the game on my own. Since that was my my first time playing Dark or Demon Souls. But it was really difficult for me to play that game blind because I was trying to make interesting commentary, but then I was also trying to, play enough of the game to where I knew what was going on, and then it was like losing its entertainment value because I was like playing over the same areas over and over and over again. But I feel much better. I feel much more confident with these games now, and that's why I decided to do a Let's Play. I probably will do a Dark Souls Let's Play when this game is over, and then more than likely transitioning into a Dark Souls 2 Let's Play. I'm not really sure yet, though. That's kind of a ways away to be able to tell. There's no Estus Flask in this game, which some people might find a bit of a turnoff, but I also think that the alternative they use in this game is probably something that people are more used to, and that's these like crescent moon grasses, and then there's, do I have one? A half moon grass, and they are basically like potions. They just heal you. There's nothing more to it than that, really. Oh, that was terrible. Just trying to get better at parries since this is like an easy part of the game. The timing is a little different in this game, I think, than in Dark Souls as well. You can two-hand your weapon, I guess, since I haven't really been explaining all the game mechanics. Two-handing it with the triangle button, and then you do a much stronger attack. Most of these videos, as a lot of my videos are going to be longer, probably like more around 35 minutes to an hour. I'll try to like pick natural breaks. Now, something that's about to happen in here, we're going to go through this fog wall. This is a boss fog wall. And we're going to see this big guy, the Vanguard. Unlike, oh my god, unlike in Dark Souls where you fight the, what's his name? However the Nexus traps you. Shall remain in this world as a soul forever. In Dark Souls, you fight, what's it called? The Guardian. I can't remember what he's called now. God. Whatever, the first boss you fight in Dark Souls, you actually fight him. In this game, you're supposed to lose. There's no way to beat that guy. Unfortunately, I don't really like that as much, because the whole point of that, and I'm pretty sure the developers even said this, have said, this, we wanted to teach players that they could die, that they're gonna die, and we figured the best way to do that is to have the first boss be someone you lose to. But I kind of hate that idea just because it feels cheap and it makes you just, I don't know. But I guess it also makes it does work with this game. I always hate though in normal games where they do that.
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the nexus. It holds together the northern land of Bolitarian. Thou canst not exit the nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect into another.
Yeah, so in Dark Souls, you become hollow, and when you become hollow, however, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your physical body. So demon souls are nexial binding? What's that? What was that I just picked up? The inventory screen's also a little... It's very similar to Dark Souls, but it's also... I guess that's probably just something we always hold on to. Oh, there it is. User loses souls and is returned. Oh, okay. So that's like... I can't remember what it's called. There's an item in Dark Souls 2 where you can just like basically... What is it called? I don't remember. Bloodstains let you see how people die. You know, things that most people know. We got this guy right here who we can talk to.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Bolitarian.
So this guy is very similar functionally to I can't remember his name. I apologize for not being able to remember names of characters in Dark Souls. But he's similar to the guy that hangs out Phalanx Shrine and basically laughs at you. Another adventurer who, I'm not really sure what his motives were in that game, but he was definitely not a cool dude. So this is the Nexus. It kind of works the same way as Phalanx Shrine in a lot of ways. But in this game, it's not as much about having an open world. Instead, we have these archstones that take us to different bosses. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, it's sealed. I was going to say, I didn't think you could go into any others. So this is going to take us to all the different areas in the game. But all the areas in the game have multiple bosses and objectives. So we're going to go ahead and start off. There's merchants over here. Well, there's a guy who will store all your items, and then there's a merchant. But we really can't buy anything of value right now. So we'll go ahead and go to the, what is it called? I totally missed it. The Archstone of the Small King. And we'll go to Bolitarian Palace. And I'll probably play through this whole thing. This first video is going to be kind of long. And that's okay with me, because I like this game a lot, and I love Dark Souls, so I'm really excited to be playing. It almost feels like playing more Dark Souls, even though I know it's not. Technically, it's the other way around. But I do find it interesting that, you know, Sony didn't... I read an article the other day of Sony talking about their disappointment in not supporting Demon Souls enough, and now seeing how huge and popular Dark Souls is, and because it's being, you know, produced by Namco Bandai, it is released on multi-platform. If Dark Souls was a... but I still think that if Dark Souls would have remained on PlayStation, I don't know if it ever would have been as popular. The other thing, too, about Demon Souls is since it only did come out on the PlayStation, it didn't sell necessarily well. It's kind of hard to come by. Whoa, that dragon's got a mouthful of dead people. Alright, cool. These drakes, sorry. I don't know if the dragons are drakes. I'm not one to really care about dragon lore. Alright. So we're in this area, not much introduction. We just know that there's a dragon with a hunger for flesh. And, yeah, here we are. Oh, but, okay, I didn't finish explaining this. Instead of becoming hollow in this game, you become a soul. And basically what that is, you know, we have this like green outline. We almost look ghost-like. Unfortunately, we can be killed still. In fact, we probably will die. We probably won't die at this point in the game. This part of the game is kind of easy, in my opinion. No, we can't go through there. That's a one-way door. Actually, that's a shortcut later. Dark Souls and Demon Souls both have a lot of shortcuts that lets you get through the levels much easier. I don't know how much of a focus this game has on it, but it's a pretty decent amount of focus. There's a lot of dead horses around here, so I apologize if dead things bother you. And if they are, you probably should have been tipped off when the game is called Demon Souls. Or Demon's Souls. I have a problem with the name. I don't like... I mean, I understand why it's called Demon's Souls, because it's multiple demons and getting all the souls. It just sounds... It's hard to... It's Demon's Souls. You gotta have like a pause in there. But I'll probably just call it Demon's Souls. Demon Souls. That's what I always called it, was Demon Souls. I never realized it had a plural to it, but it makes sense that there is. Anyway, getting a little out of my mind with detail. So like I said, these Crescent Moon grasses basically work as potions in this game now, whereas the other game had an Estus flask that you refilled every time you went to a bonfire. This game has no bonfires, so instead you pick up these potion-like herbs. The other thing that happens when you are a soul is you have half your health, which you'll see up in the top left corner. You'll also see we have a stamina bar and a magic bar, which, you know, is different from Dark Souls. There was no magic bar. You just had your atonements, which basically gave you your amount of spells. In this game you have mana, which I believe you get more mana from having... What the fuck? Is there someone over there? Why is there stuff just... Oh, there's a guy over there. I totally missed him. Can I downwards... Oh, there is no downward stab in this game? That seems a little weird. So yeah, there's a mana bar now. But what I was saying is your soul, your HP goes down when you're a soul. But when you're a soul, your attack power is a little bit boosted. So it's kind of a trade-off, and I'm pretty sure you can't summon or be invaded. There are summons and invasions in this game. Not very many, if any at all, in the beginning, because when I ran through this first area, I never found a summon sign. I never got invaded, so I don't know if that's just something that comes later, or if it's just something that didn't happen because this is an older game. But, you know, now that it just got recently added to PlayStation Plus, there's probably many more people playing it. And these are, I think we actually already have one of these. It's an orange soapstone in Dark Souls. In this game, it is called... Do we not have it yet? We might not have it yet. I don't remember what it's called in this one, but I don't think we have it yet either. And that's fine. But yeah, we'll come across it. I don't remember what... It might just be called, like, the red soapstone. I'm not really sure. Alright. I personally like... I like the Estus flasks a lot because I think it adds a whole nother level of management to the game in Dark Souls. But I also kind of like the simplicity of just, like, these potion drops, I guess. I mean, the Crescent Moon drops and the Half Moon drops. Because, you know, it's more about inventory and, you know, keeping track of how many things. It's more about resource management, where, you know, if you're really bad at the game, but I think that also makes sense as to why they changed it to Estus. Because if you're really bad at the game and you need to constantly use the Moongrass, oh, this guy's throwing firebombs. Don't use. Okay, you're gonna get firebombs in this area, and I'm glad that I already know this, so I can tell you this. Do not use any firebombs you pick up in here until you fight the next boss. Like, not even joking, because the next boss, you're probably not going to have enough firebombs to make him impossibly easy, but he is so much easier if you have firebombs to start out with. Like, seriously, don't use them. Whoa. But I'm assuming that, you know, people, if they're bad at the game, then they're going to just have to use all their Moongrass, and then they're not going to be able to have it, like, for boss fights and stuff. And I think that makes a lot of sense as to why they would add Estus, is because they, you know, with Estus, when you die, you get all your Estus charges back. And it's really easy to get even more Estus charges if you get any loose humanity with kindling the bonfire. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot about Dark Souls and you've never played Dark Souls. But I'm hoping, you know, I'm kind of going through this playthrough assuming you have some knowledge of Dark Souls. We're going to end up going up there through this way. There's also not a kick. There's a... Wait, there is a form of the kick. I thought there was. Isn't there? Oh, maybe there's not. Oh, it's the... Yeah, the sword I have right now. The sword in Dark Souls, when you have, like... There's some weapons that don't... Oh, God. That did a lot of damage. There's some weapons that don't allow you to kick, and this is one of them. In the other game, it's just that this isn't the scimitar. I don't know what this weapon's called. It doesn't look like a scimitar anyway. Oh, no. I fell. Dang it. Wait, is there a guy over there? Who's that guy? Oh, never mind. That's the guy that was throwing him at me from the other side. But you can also do a shove. I think in this game it's a shove, not a kick, which is unfortunate because the kick was always one of my favorite things in Dark Souls because you can, like, kick people. I mean, you can still shove people off. Like, wow, you're going to just use a firebomb right up in my face? Yeah, now that happened, you jerk. Wow, that's a really far draw distance. I mean, not draw distance, but, like, normally in Dark Souls, people would just, like, disappear into a void. And I guess in this one, that doesn't really happen. That's kind of cool. I'm assuming in some areas it happens. It really just depends on the environments, but I think... Alright, so we got to be able to drop down somewhere to be able to get that item right there. At least I thought there was a way to. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was supposed to... Well, I tried to slash through it. It didn't work. Whatever. Oh, no, I forgot. Yeah, this bowling ball does it. So there's a ball coming down. You want to jump away from it. I fell down. But that's okay because it destroys this, I believe. Yeah. So now we can get this, which I think it is the Bastard Sword. We're not going to be able to use that. That's more for, like, a strength build character. I'll kind of show you right now what I mean by that. If we go to our items, look at our weapons, and then we change list display. I think. It'll show us the stats we need. Okay, it's not really a strength build character. We need 18 strength to be able to use it, and that's at the it's the stats needed. Some weapons need strength. I think that's strength, dexterity, intelligence, and I don't know what else. And we do not have that much strength. We have, oh no, vitality. No strength. We have 11 strength. So eventually we could use it, but I prefer having a weapon like this. I like how quickly it swings. But of course, we're not going to use it the whole time because, well, normally in Dark Souls, you eventually want to trade your weapons off to something better or elemental. I don't know. Yeah, this game has elemental weapons, I believe. Crazy Mike, friend of the channel, who helped me a lot through Dark Souls. This guy has beaten Dark Souls. I think he said he's put 4,000 hours into Dark Souls, which is nuts. And we have some of these higher level knight guys who are kind of difficult, but as long as you like, they design like these more difficult enemies to be very easy in the beginning. So like when he does this swipe, he leaves himself open to backstabs. Learn backstabs early on, but when you get to PvP, make sure you don't, because people get annoyed when all you do is backstab. Trust me, I know. I am, you know, definitely one who fishes for backstabs. I've gotten many an annoyed message. You know, those are more fire bombs. Once again, do not use them. Don't. You're going to want to have them for the boss you fight later in the game. And I believe this is to open the shortcut. This is kind of cool. They're going to hit that. It blows up. So some cool interactive environments in this game. Which, you know, there really weren't that many. Now that I think about it, Dark Souls didn't have, like, explosive environmental stuff, did it? I don't think it did. Not saying that makes one better than the other. I'm just saying. I like to point out the differences in the game. And I'm trying to point out as many as possible. I think we can cut this. And that makes something fall down. Oh, an item. Okay. So there's a body. There's stuff like this in the painted world, too. And probably other places. Whoa, what the hell just fell down there? That's weird. But I'm trying my best to just get all the comparisons out of the way. Like, or as far as I've gotten. Just because, oh, shit. Oh, no. Get out of there, man! This is really bad. I'm gonna die. Yeah, that was horrible. That was the worst. That sucks because we were about to open a shortcut, so now we gotta run back through there. Shit. Okay, you guys. So I kind of completely cut out a few things. I died again. These fire guys, I don't know what it is about them. The first area we were fighting two of them. Hey, they walked right past those explosive barrels. That's not fair. That first place where you run into two of these guys, I don't know why, but I kept getting my ass kicked by them for no damn reason. So I apologize. I've been out for a while. I don't know what I said. I don't think I said anything too important. But basically what happens when you die is you go back to your starting point. Now the waystones basically work as the bonfires, which, I mean, I'm sure that's kind of obvious now. But yeah, the waystones work as the bonfires, and if you need, like, the nice thing about that is kind of that if you need to go back and get stuff, or you need to go, like, put stuff you may have found, or anything like that, you can go to the nexus, and I believe you can still regain your blood stain if you go to the nexus and come back. I'm not positive, though. The reason I'm having trouble with these guys, by the way, is they do this attack where they swing like crazy. Like that. That guy's doing it right now. This guy's doing it also. And it does a lot of damage right now because we have low defense, especially to like fire. Resist. No, it'd be. Wait, is there? Okay, I thought that guy was moving. But this isn't really that difficult. It was kind of stupid that I had that much trouble. But I believe now we're unlocking a shortcut. I think this is like. This just takes us back to the waypoint? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, this is a different shortcut. But we also get this, the cling ring. Oh my god, this is so important. This isn't that difficult of an area, so you really don't need this. But this gives you more HP. You're gonna see right now. Look how much more HP we have. It basically gives us 3/4 of our health when we're in soul form, rather than a half. Half of your health is it's kind of really difficult to deal with when you have that little health. So it's so important that you get the cling ring. It's ridiculous. That's kind of why they make this area, I guess, not that challenging, but more challenging for sure. because there's a really good item down there. You really want the Cling Ring. That's going to be an item you probably use for almost the entire... Well, I can't say that for sure because I haven't played through the entire game, but I know that's going to be something you want for a good portion of the early game. That's where we're going to need to go next. Oh, that was just a half grass. What's in here? Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Can I walk back out? Okay, good. I can walk back out. I'm not going to go down there yet because I don't remember what's over here, but I feel like there was something important. But yeah, I'm going to do my best. Oh, there's a new enemy over here too. This guy uses a spear. Spear guys are a little more difficult to fight because they have a really fast attack rate. Like, they'll do like these multiple jabs. But for the most part, they're pretty easy. Spears are really good weapons in this game though. In fact, I really want to use a spear. So we're not supposed to go this way. Use flame weapons on the next enemy. Use fire. I'm not going to use fire on this guy because I don't want to use my fire bombs. Technically, we shouldn't even come over here. This is for like later in the game. I think anyway. I'm not really sure. But since I'm decent enough at this game, you can chain backstab him, which is like the cheapest thing ever. But this guy will like kill you in one hit, really. You can try and parry him, although I wouldn't recommend it because if you fuck it up, he's going to annihilate you. He also does that shield bash attack, which, whoa, that penetrates. Okay, I need to get a new shield, something that has like 100% attack defense, or 100% physical attack defense, which I believe the shop back in the Nexus has a heater shield, which in Dark Souls is like my favorite shield to use for most of the early game, and that will defend 100%. I think the shield that the Knight has at the beginning is 100%. Whoa, how's he not dead? I really should have been like two-handing every time I backstabbed, but this gets us a full moon grass, which I believe heals us 100% every time we use it. Obviously, Crescent is a quarter. I think it's a quarter health. I'm not actually sure, but it seemed like it was a quarter. Half is half, I think, or half. Yeah. I don't know what's in here though. I never did go in here. Beware of the enemy. Maybe I should just see what's going on in here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. So this is somewhere we go much later, I guess. I'm not sure when or where. But I always just fight this guy right here because he gives you those full moon grass, the full moon grass, and he gives you a decent amount of souls for the early game. And since I'm playing as the Wanderer, he runs way, way faster. Seriously, I don't know what character build I'd recommend most, but I wouldn't recommend the Knight because not being able to move quickly really sucks. But the Wanderer is pretty badass. Think hard. Okay. I think I know... Okay, I remember what this part is now. This is more of the same for the most part, I believe. Let's see, this guy, I don't think... Yeah, you can just break through these, but if he does that, it'll blow you up. So they kind of set that up. But the last time I did this, he didn't throw a firebomb, he just kind of like swiped through the barrels. Obviously, the only thing that's going to ignite the gunpowder is fire. So you could have done that yourself, and I believe it would have hurt him. I believe so. Oh, I tried to parry. Oh, God. Keep in mind, though, we have that shortcut now. But, you know, we don't want to use that shortcut, really, because we'd have to fight all those fire guys again, and they're a pretty big pain in the ass. Whoa. Alright, I'm making kind of a big mistake right now for Demon Souls or Dark Souls. I'm kind of getting myself overwhelmed by... I'm so used to having, like, really high stats and really good weapons because I was playing through the late Dark Souls game, and at that point you have like really good weapons, and you're probably over leveled because most people in their first Dark Souls playthrough are over leveled just because it makes it easier. So I'm not really used to being back at like not level 1, but whatever level you start at in this game. I'm not used to like having somewhat bad weapons. Look at his body flail. Great stuff. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I'm just saying I might like get myself overwhelmed and just make myself look like an idiot. Alright, so this is a merchant over here, I believe. Be careful when you're swinging through here because you don't want to hit him. So this is our first merchant that we find just kind of out and about. This guy mostly, I think he is the only one that shows up around here. Drangling. We can buy more Crescent Moon grasses from him, but we have plenty. I'm going to buy 2 extra. Well, we have 11. I'm going to buy just 2 extra just to be sure. Like I said, the first boss we fight in this game, the first real boss really, is going to be a little more difficult. We could also buy a spear, a club, a different shield. But the shield I want to buy, we're not going to buy it till later. We can also buy a plate helmet. which maybe I should buy because our character doesn't have a helmet. I just feel like it's gonna make him look silly. Wait, let's see. What armor do we have right now? I think we're missing a helmet and gauntlets, right? Yeah, let's just go ahead and buy... Ooh, just make sure you don't hit him, because he'll die. And I don't know if in this game you actually get stuff from them. Because, like, in Dark Souls, when you killed... What was his name? When you killed, like, the first merchant in the game, you got an item from him. The Uchigatana, yeah. Alright, so we'll put that on now. We look really silly. And we're still moving as fast, which is good. But, you know, that'll add to our defense quite a bit, which we probably want to do. But seriously, the Cling Ring is the most important thing you can get in this early game. And I don't know if... I don't know. All these barrels here made it look like there was something important, but I guess not. Sometimes there'll be stuff hidden, I guess, like that. These guys are going to jump down from here. Do not want to get yourself overwhelmed. You want to kill them very quickly just so you don't have them all on you. When you're playing as someone like the Wanderer, you can attack super quickly. And one of the most important things I can tell you about Dark Souls and being able to be good at Dark Souls, or at least decent, or Demon Souls too, it seems the rule applies, is don't be afraid to just be merciless with your enemies. Like, you just want to attack over and over again. Like, you want to get up close and personal unless you're, you know, using a bow and arrow or magic, but I've never really played the game using bow and arrows or magic. I mean, I've used, like, pyromancy and stuff, but I've never, like, focused my character around that stuff. Oh, he dropped more Crescent Moongrass. You get a lot of Crescent Moongrass, but I'm pretty sure when you're a soul, you can only carry up to 9. When you become full, or human, I guess, or not soul, you can carry... I really wish I had a different shield, by the way. Ooh, move! Actually, I think what I should be doing, and I think the reason this guy gets a worse shield to start out with is because they want you to roll out of enemies' ways. Because, you know, rolling gives you an invincibility frames, basically. Oh, fuck. Gives you invincibility frames, whereas using your shield is late Moongrass? Is that what that was? Old Spice? Old Spice, what's that? I want to know what this does. Other than, you know, make your pits not smell. Recover a large amount of the user's mat. Oh, okay, so that's like an... what are they called? Ether? Recover a large amount of... Okay, so this is just another Moongrass. I don't know which one's more, though. Late Moongrass or... Full... I feel like full Moongrass would be more. Must be. Okay, so they're in order, though, so that actually makes sense. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I feel like I missed something. Or I didn't... I want to make sure I go everywhere real quick. Half Moongrass. Night Shield. Can we use that? Might be too heavy. Not strong enough. Okay. I figured. I just wanted to check. Oh, the other thing I didn't explain is you can... most people probably know this, but you can hold 2 items in one hand. So I can have like 2 different types of shields or 2 different types of weapons. Or I can have like 2 weapons, but this game really isn't built around... Oh, God! That was... I thought for sure I was going to die. I didn't know what kind of fall damage I can take in this game. So I also have this Mail Breaker, which is like a smaller dagger type weapon. I don't really ever use it though, but it attacks like really quickly. But I'm going to not have the Old Spice there, by the way, because I don't want to accidentally use it. But yeah, it becomes much more important later. Oh, yeah, this is what I... Okay, there's nothing over here. You never know. There's a lot of like nooks and crannies in this game, and I don't want to like pass anything up. But there are stairs over here. Where does this go? There's some dudes down here. There's a lot of dudes down here, actually, which, well, not a lot, but normally when there's people somewhere off the beaten path, that means there's something to be looking at. These guys are seriously so easy. It's pathetic. And honestly, that is probably one of the worst issues that I have, is when there's like really... Oh, I guess there is nothing down here. Just dudes. Right? That's what it seems like. Alright, whatever. I like this first area in the game a lot, because the thing about Dark Souls, and once again, I'm just trying my best to get all the Dark Souls comparisons out of the way. In the next episodes, I'll try my best to not even talk about Dark Souls, unless something like actually comes up to where I feel the need to talk about Dark Souls. Because the thing about it is, I don't want to talk about Dark Souls too much, because that's assuming that everyone that's watching this has played Dark Souls, And that's also why I'm trying to just stick to very basic things that, you know, if you just played Dark Souls once or saw someone play Dark Souls once, you'd probably be able to understand. Let me just take a drink real quick. Alright. The drink of the day, by the way, is iced coffee. These will all tell us things, like warn us. I think there's a sneak attack right here. Yeah, there's a bunch of Cocoa Puffs. They're going to try and squish us. They're not moving. There we go. We can do that. I thought for some reason they were going to hit me. So we can unleash the Cocoa Puffs, which will kill all these dudes down here. We get all the souls. We can pick up all the Crescent Moon grasses. Oh, we can get... Wait, hold on. How many Crescent Moon grasses can we have? I guess I was wrong. I thought you could only have a maximum of 9 when you're a soul. But I guess not. So that's obviously an easy way. I try not to read all of the marks on the ground just because I feel like it spoils things. But, you know, the whole point of them being there is to help you. Whoa, there's a lot of dudes over here. Oh, there's only 2. Okay. Where was he? Okay, it looked like he was going, like, a completely different direction there. You gotta be... okay. You gotta be aggressive in this game, but then you also gotta know when to back off, which can be a difficult lesson to learn. Something I still have problems with. On both sides. Like, whether it's being not aggressive enough or being way too aggressive. Alright, so we don't want to go over here. Bad things will happen to me if I go over here. But I can show you anyway. This is also a really easy way to, like, farm souls, I guess. But without bonfires, you really can't farm souls. Run! I don't know how far this goes. Oh, wait. He's not... Oh, he didn't breathe fire. Must have been because I ran off. That dragon breathes fire. Or Drake, whatever it is. I don't know what they're called in Dark Souls lore. I'm trying to get them to breathe fire to kill all these dudes, though. I guess he's just not going to, though. Ooh, nice try. Is that a halberd? Yeah, it is a halberd. I want to use a halberd. Halberds are like the best weapons in the game. Oh, I guess he just comes back randomly. But he's not breathing fire. That's fine. Alright, let's just, we're not supposed to go that way yet. We don't go that way till later in the game, I believe. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go this way. That's something else I like about these games is... Oh, no. No, we do go across that bridge. But this just shows where these dragons are hanging out. And they're trying to, like, appeal to you. But like, oh, yeah, look at all those items over there. You want all those items, don't you? I do want all those items from software, but I'm not stupid. I guarantee you... I didn't try this last time because I knew it was a trap then, too. But I'm almost positive... Safe place. Sure, whatever you say. I'm almost positive that I run over there, I will get flamed in the comments and by the dragons or drakes. So we're going to wait for this dude to fly over here again. I love that this stuff happens kind of like in real time almost. Like you see the dragon flying over here. It's not just something that happens automatically. Oh, there we go. Now he's breathing fire. I don't know why he didn't do... Oh, God, because he's trying to hit me. Alright, so he wants to kill you. He doesn't give a shit about these guards. Or whatever you want to go. Oh, God, he came right back. Alright, I need to wait for him to, like, fly away, I guess. Come on. Just go away, Mr. Dragon. I just want to get on the other side of this bridge. Why is he just... Should I, like, go down here, I guess? Okay, so now we have to run across. And I'm really glad I'm playing as this guy because he can run way faster. I think it's impossible. Don't take the items, by the way, because it'll just slow you down. And I think you're supposed to run past these guys, but I'm not doing that now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just run back. I don't even give a shit anymore. Just run back. I don't know if the dragon came back or not. Jump! Roll. Whatever it takes. So you can kind of like just aggro these guys over here. Oh. Because you're going to have trouble fighting them all together over there. I might even have trouble fighting them over here, because I'm not that good at this game. Oh, shit. There we go. Now that these guys are dead, they can't really bother us. I'm going to make sure I'm at full health when I run across this bridge again. I'm surprised I didn't die there. But we're going to try and run across here. We shouldn't have any problems. I think these guys are just archers. I think, yeah. You guys are shitty archers. I'm just going to walk right past you. It's kind of funny in one more time. You know, I say one more time, but I'm sure this will happen. Whoa, hey, buddy. I don't know if I can even hit him, actually. That'd be something I'd be very curious to know. If we could hit the dragon or the drake. The drake's uncharted. Okay. I just wanted to kill those guys, make sure I got their souls. My cat's just sitting on the table, by the way, next to my microphone, playing with her tail. But, like, she's just sitting there attacking her tail, so it's really easy for her to get it. You're a big, silly cat, you know that? Well, you're a tiny, little, silly cat, I guess, because you're a kitten, but that's beside the point. Alright, so we gotta pull this lever. I just picked up the Soul of an Unknown Soldier, which those are soul items. When you crunch them, they give you souls. Just trying to assume that people... That's the weird thing. I'm doing this thing where I'm assuming people haven't played Dark Souls, but also making comparisons to Dark Souls. I guess I'm just doing that in case people are wondering. Alright, so this is our first boss of the game, and we have to work our way back down there, but I believe there is a shortcut this way. Almost positive, actually. Oh, God! Got him. Don't worry about it. I love these guys. Like, they have their armor on. It's just kind of like, I don't know. The guys, they look funnier to me than the hollows. I don't know why. And these are, like, actual straight-up soldiers. I don't really know the lore at all of this game, by the way. I know the lore. Oh, God. It actually wouldn't be that big of a deal for us to die, right? Well, we'd lose 2,100 souls, which would kind of suck. Alright, I'm just going to back off a little bit, heal real quick, because I don't want to die. Whoa, can that actually hit me still? Oh, God! Neither of them died, and I totally expected them to both die. Get away. You son of a bitch. Why am I having so much trouble right now killing these simple dudes? I guess that's... Oh, fuck. Get away from me! Now it's just this guy, so he should be easy. The spear dudes, man. They could be trouble. But it wouldn't be that big... I mean, other than the fact we'd lose our souls, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because when you make physical changes to the levels, like, for example, opening a shortcut, or earlier I knocked those bodies down. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That was silly. How appropriate. Anyway, I'm not going to go back and get... Patches? Wait. Patches from Dark Souls? That sounds interesting. Anyway, we don't have to go back. I mean, it's 2,000 souls, which I guess in the early game, I guess like in the beginning is kind of a lot. I guess. If I really need souls later, I'll just go off camera and, you know, go through the area again. I'm not that worried. Because I don't think there was any item over there that we needed. Oh, did we lose? Do you lose half of your... No, I don't think so, because we did use a bunch of our moon crescent grasses. Or crescent moon grasses. That was really silly, though. I can't believe I just did that. I say I can't believe it, but I'm not surprised. I'm sure there will be plenty of that. So I think that brings us to 3 deaths now. One of which I didn't even show, because it was pretty embarrassing. 2 of which I don't think I showed. So maybe 4 deaths. Fuck. I swear I'm not, like, you probably won't believe me. Can I just take this and use it as a weapon, please? That'd be pretty cool. So like I said, physical changes in the world remain even after you die. So sometimes it almost works as a shortcut. So you want to make sure you have your fire bombs equipped. If you don't have them equipped, you go to your menu, go to these, and then equip it, basically. Whoa, hey buddy, you're just gonna like walk on up to me like it's cool? It sucks though because we would have unlocked a shortcut, I'm pretty sure, and that would have been useful for later. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and enter the fog. This is our first boss in the game, and probably one of the easiest. These enemies are weird, and actually, if we would have continued going down that path, these guys would have been down there. Maybe I should have gone to the Nexus and got a different shield though. But the best way to do this fight is to use... Okay, I need to get over here. The problem with this fight is really that they can throw them at you, like the... oh, you don't throw that very far, do you? There we go. I don't know if this works like pyromancy does in Dark Souls or not. Alright, so you're going to have to kind of get up close to throw these fire bombs. But the best way to do, like, literally, the only way I've found to do this fight is to just keep throwing these fireballs because it kills these guys easily. They basically have shield faces, to put it simply. And the way I did this fight originally was kind of stupid. I literally, like, threw the firebombs I had, killed all the ones that were attached to the Phalanx. The Phalanx is a thing inside. It's not just a bunch of these things. The Phalanx is that, like, shiny thing right there. But it's like a giant blob. But I killed all these guys individually after I ran out of firebombs. And then it's just the Phalanx just kind of crawling around. The Phalanx can't do anything to you. But still, that took a very long time. And actually, I'm about to run out of these things again. Maybe I should focus more on killing these guys since this is my last firebomb. Just kind of get into this area where there's a shit ton of them. But yeah, if you get too close, they can stab you. If you're too far away, they'll just, you know, throw one at you. Alright, so we did not take out nearly as many of these guys as I was hoping we would. And I don't think there's any way to get pyromancy this early in the game, but I don't know. So now, yeah, since they have shield faces, you can hit them. I mean, they have very low HP since, you know, they do have shields. I think they have 60 HP. But once you kill enough of them to like get a clear shot of the Phalanx, you really can just come right here and swipe at them over and over again. That's the easy way. What do I have on my sword that's like letting me poison these guys? It seems weird. I should be two-handing my weapon, really. These guys drop, I think they drop shields, actually. But now you can just kind of focus your efforts now that most of these guys are off of here. They're really slow, so you can kind of just attack here. And if you put the Phalanx between you and them, they can't throw their spears at you. Really, really easy first boss, if I do say so myself. But these guys, I think these guys all die. They don't die. Oh, they do die with them. Okay, cool. So we got our soul back. Killing bosses gives you a demon's soul. Demon's soul. And with that demon's soul, you get your humanity back, basically, to put it most in terms that people who play Dark Souls understand. Yeah, you know, I wish we had the rest of our... I kind of want to go back and get our souls, but I'm not going to worry about it. We can continue on this way now. This is like the next area of the game. But for now, the game wants you to do this. We get the lead. Is it lead or lead? Lead demon souls? I don't know. So we get that, which is cool. I don't know what we use that for because, I mean, in the other game, you used bosses' souls to make weapons or shields or just to get souls. I don't know about in this game. Obviously, you get their souls to reverse your soul state, to come back alive, basically. So, and I don't know how else you can come back to life. I haven't gotten that far. It seems like there's items that let you, but I don't know for sure. Thanks for welcoming me back. Hello there. Oh.
The monumental awaits the above.
Alright, so something about the monumental. Oh, wow. Do I really got to go all the way up there? I mean, I will. Sure, let's go up there. Why not? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll do this in the next episode, just because this has kind of gone on for a while. I think it's gone on for a while. It's kind of hard to tell because I died and I'm cutting a bunch of stuff out. But guys, I hope you're all enjoying this. This is the first episode of Let's Play Demon's Souls. I'm really excited to continue this game. I like it a lot, and I love Dark Souls, so I'm really excited. Hopefully, I don't continue to make comparisons. I think the only time I'll really make comparisons is when the invasion / summoning stuff comes up, because I'm assuming that's going to be a little bit different. But other than that, I don't really plan on doing too many comparisons afterward. Like I said, I really tried my best to just get that all out of the way right now. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Red Panda Gamer. Please like this video, favorite this video, comment this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to share love. I'm Red Panda Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.